food is amazing. Hey, it's Chef Stu, and I'm here at the Depot Restaurant, one of the top tier restaurants here in the Long Beach area. I'm sitting here with proprietor and front of the house manager, Harold. Harold, thank you for having me today.
Pleasure.
Tell me a little bit about this beautiful establishment.
So we're a 120-year-old building. There's been several different businesses that have flown through here. I'll say flown through here. It was a train station, not an airport. Apologize. It was originally a train depot, and then it turned into a tavern for a number of years, about 30 to 40 years. Early 2000s, it became a restaurant. And then Michael and Nancy Gorsh were the previous owners of this restaurant for 20 years. They turned it into the Depot restaurant that it is today.
Okay. So with all that history, how long have you been a part of this project?
I've been a part of this team for 2 years now.
2 years now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so how did you get the position to run the depot?
Well, meeting Chef Jamie, we were able to form a partnership to enable Michael and Nancy to kind of retire. 20 years of running a restaurant, those of you that know it, it's no joke. The real reason moving down here was just the real family environment that it enabled me to have to raise my daughter.
So Harold, have you always been a part of the restaurant business?
Yeah, I've been in the restaurant since right out of high school.
Okay.
Culinary school graduate. I've been a chef for the 20 years that
so you used to be in the back of the house
yeah,
too.
I used to be on the other side of the line a little bit, which is kind of nice because I know all their pains now.
Okay.
And I really know how to work well to keep our team together, you know, especially when we're as busy as we are all the time.
Okay, yeah, so that really helps with the success of the restaurant, having somebody who understands the back of the house just as much as the front of the house. So now that you've been able to do the front and the back, which is better?
Honestly, I'm still trying to morph into that person that supported me when I was a chef on the other side, because I've always felt that way.
Okay.
That my front of the house manager, you know, was able to support me as well. So
okay.
Jamie does an amazing job running our kitchen. So no, things are great, but it's more so I would like to get to the level that our kitchen runs at all the time. Yeah.
So sometimes you got to go back there and lead the troops.
No, not at all. I mean the other way around. Sometimes they got to remind me what's coming up and how to stay ahead of them. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
No, our kitchen runs great, which is why we have this lovely open kitchen to showcase it all.
Yeah, no, I do like this. That's a cool little feature to the restaurant for people to come. So this table in particular is called the what?
We call this the chef's table. So
okay.
It's table 18 if you're calling ahead to reserve, but this is a very desired table in the restaurant.
So I'm fortunate to sit at table 18, one of the hottest seats in the house. All right, so it just so happens that I live in Las Vegas and I'm a chef myself. Your name was ringing bells down there. So can you just tell me a little bit more about your success as a chef down in Vegas?
No, Vegas definitely helped me out in my upbringing as a chef. It's where I first became a manager of a kitchen. The pace and the business level of Vegas is very demanding. Pretty rewarding with all that, but I was fortunate enough to work for a celebrity chef in town that, you know, pretty much he pretty much owns the town.
Okay.
When it comes to good.
Are we name dropping or are we just keeping it to ourselves?
I mean, he's got a burger restaurant, a steak restaurant, a pub.
Okay, we can figure it out.
We all know who the guy is.
Okay. No, so I would just want to add to that you're very humbled with your approach to that, because I know that's a big opportunity to learn. So being in such a high-paced place with Las Vegas, and then you get to come here, so is this a slower paced thing, or is it easier now that it's less people?
Small towns are definitely different than big cities, but one of my favorite things and why I really don't like to do the celebrity chef, cut ahead, is because the community here really supports the Depot, and the way that I felt joining the Depot team was equal to or superior than, throwing a celebrity chef's name on my jacket.
I got you. Okay, so it was interesting learning about you, but enough about you. Incredible story. I'm really here for the food, so tell us about this incredible menu that you guys offer.
Right, so we have a chef-curated menu from soups, salads, and small bites. Definitely a lot of shareable items, but we're really known for those celebration-type entrees, a really awesome steak, seafood fresh from the water, fresh oysters, and handmade desserts. That's the one part that most places you can overlook. At the Depot, you cannot overlook the handmade desserts every single day.
Okay, so out of some of the hot menu items that you have, any of the ingredients local?
Many of them. So the clams that are featured in our clams bucatini, as well as our steamer app, are right here from our bay, as well as from our oceanfront. We have live ocean clams. Our oysters as well. Oysters would come right here from Willapa Bay.
I can't wait to try it. I'm really impressed by that menu, but I also heard that the creativity doesn't just stop in the kitchen, that it kind of spills into the bar area. So do you guys have some
Yeah,
signature
we
drinks?
actually we have a lot of signature items to offer behind the bar. Full bar. We do have beer and wine. We do
Okay.
feature local beers on draft.
Okay.
But our cocktail menu is we call it prohibition style cocktails. We're not into too many fruitful mixtures.
Okay.
It's more so alcohol mixed with alcohol.
Okay.
I think we serve two of the better drinks that we serve are our Manhattan and our Old Fashioned. You know, nothing too crazy about those types of beverages, but I think we do them extremely well. And then we do get into the crazier craft mixology of sours and different layered beverages. Yeah.
I look forward to trying some of the food and some of the drinks. So
Yeah. Happy to
enough of talking. Let's get down to business.
Let's do the easy part.
All right, you got it.
All right. Here we go. These are your pan-seared scallops. They're sitting on a bed of a mango puree, parsley puree, and then garnished with some pickled red onion. Star of the show. So this is our depot ribeye, garnished with our garlic blue cheese butter, sitting on a bed of Yukon Gold smashed potatoes and pan-seared vegetables. All right, the surprise you were waiting for. So this is our apple crisp a la mode. Can't visit Washington without having some apples. So these are caramelized nicely, topped with a little strudel crisp, vanilla ice cream, and then a whiskey and caramel applesauce.
Top tier was an understatement.
All righty, pardon my reach. There is our cocktail to finish the evening off.
So first we have up, which is your signature scallop dish.
Yeah, so you have your extra large pan-seared scallops.
Okay.
And then so they're sitting on a bed of a mango puree that's been spiced up with just a little bit of habanero pepper.
And then on top we have the
Pickled onions, so you got some fall spices in there, and then some rice wine vinegar.
No, I say this all the time. You'll soon learn that my favorite, but the scallops is one of my favorite seafoods. I know that the scallop can kind of be a little sweet itself, so when you said the mango, I'm thinking sweet on sweet, and just as I got that in my brain, you told me that you had a little heat to the sweet, so I'm like, it all makes sense.
Yeah, there's definitely some acidic contrast there, but the sear on the scallop is the clutch point, I think, for us here.
I know I'm not allowed to cuss, but I would. That's how good this is. All right, so you guys, this is like smell-o-vision. You can't get it. You know mango is sweet, right? But then it's like it comes on slow. It's still coming on, like even as I'm trying to think of something to say. It's phenomenal. The mango, the sweetness of the mango, the little bit of heat, the sweetness of the scallop, then for extra bite, the pickled red onion. I don't know where you guys are at right now, but you should be on your way down here right now to try this. I'm still stuck at the scallop. Yeah, I kind of want to just dive back in. But this is the real treat, one of the signature dishes you guys offer here, right?
Yes, sir.
The ribeye, the Yukon Gold mashed potatoes, the sauteed vegetable, and then we got a little bit of charred corn. And then, can you just tell me what that is again?
So that's the item that kind of sells it. Not only is it a phenomenal cut of meat, but it's topped with a garlic blue cheese butter. That, I mean, even people that don't care for blue cheese, they end up asking to take this item home. It's pretty awesome.
And then this is a lamb chip, house-made home.
Those are house-made kettle chips.
House-made kettle chips. You heard that. Okay, so who would want to eat a potato chip when you have all this? But I have to try it house-made. See what's going on back there. And then I'm gonna just steal me some mashed potatoes from the side. Yeah.
He's making me hungry now too.
I just want to dab it in there a little teeny bit, smear it.
Make a believer out of you.
Oh my God. listen. Listen to me. This blue cheese thing is perfect. And he kind of said it, honestly, like I'm not the biggest blue cheese. I like blue cheese kind of in my Cobb salad, right? With all the other stuff mixed in, and I kind of can't just eat blue cheese by itself. This stuff is so good. It pairs so well with the meat. It's a perfect char taste to the steak. It's cooked perfectly. The way that it's seasoned, it's not overpowering. It's not mild, it's not light. I mean, this is food done right. You know the motto, you're a chef. Do it right or do it twice. Yeah. They did this right. I assure you, they did this right. You guys went above and beyond what I even thought that I was walking into today.
Well, we appreciate having you. The great part about our team is we're here on site every single day. That's the part I think that keeps us consistently amazing.
Now I have a real choice to make here, guys. I have a real choice here to make.
Which treat do we go for first?
Which treat do we go for first? I think I'm going to go in, I'm gonna try the dessert piece first, so I'm gonna just move that out of the way so you guys can get a real natural reaction. Tell me what this is one more time if you don't mind.
So that's our caramel apple crisp, is what we call it on the menu, but you have sauteed apples, and then they're topped off with an oatmeal streusel, vanilla ice cream, and then a whiskey and caramel apple sauce over the top of that.
I gotta make sure I get everything in one bite so I can give my proper testimony.
Those ones are hard to beat. It's hard to make it there after all this food, but definitely make sure you save room for dessert here.
This is an explosion in my mouth. The apple was so warm, and then just the crust of the brown sugar, the caramel, the ice cream. So if this was baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. I am like completely walking back to the batter's box looking stupid because I couldn't swing at any of these. These are incredible. I gotta go back in.
Right on.
So this is the premier thing. You can come here anytime and always get this. This isn't a seasonal thing.
We always do a crisp a la mode of some kind.
Okay.
You know, crisp is just a funny way of saying a fruit filled with a crispy topping. We try to stay seasonal. So during the summer right now, we're starting, end of the summer right now, we're getting into apple season. So. And we say during the summer we had a lot of blackberry going along, Marionberry, and things of that nature.
I haven't had that much flavor in my mouth in a really long time. This place is top tier. They said it. I'm here to stamp it. The Depot restaurant by far is one of the hottest spots in Long Beach.
Thank you very much. Cheers to you on
Cheers
that
to
one,
you, home watching, chilling. Cheers to you, chef. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I just know it's going to be like an explosion about to happen.
So that's a play on a pretty classic cocktail. A gimlet is really just some citrus, some sugar, and gin. You got 3 different types of gin in there, and a whole lot of different layers of flavor.
What turns it purple?
So it's a pH reaction from a pea flower between the yuzu, the lemon, and the orange. The acid of that mixing with that pea flower liquor. So the pea flower liquor is it's a pretty cool blue color, and when it comes into contact with the citrus, it turns pink or lilac.
Listen, I'm a man of many words. I can talk from now until the sun goes down. I have nothing else to say other than get down here.